Okay,
Yay!
hello everybody. It's time for another little non-duality chat. And today we're talking with Ginny. Hi, Ginny.
Yay!
So nice to see you.
Good
Do
to
you know,
see you.
it's actually like you were the first one I got into this like this new round of non-duality I've been into because
Oh, wow.
it's so fun. Someone sent me a video with you and I watched a lot of stuff, and then I got into Leela, and then I got into Tony Parsons, and everybody just showed up.
Yay. Oh my God, how exciting. I love it. And it's
Yeah.
just you,
Yes.
talking
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
yourself. It's so amazing. What's already resonant, what's already, you know, resonated on you project and you imagine.
But it's funny how it goes. It just like opened like a floodgate.
Yeah.
And then I've been obsessed since then.
Oh my gosh, I know. I did that too with the marathoning videos. Like I looked at my phone and it said 8 hours a day, and I was like, "What the fuck? That's like a full-time job." Like,
How was it? How was it in the beginning for you? Like, how did it start up? Or
well, I have a weird unicorn story that didn't happen. So, my I didn't know about non-duality or wasn't trying to be enlightened or any of that stuff, and had a spontaneous awakening where I even looked it up, like what the hell happened, and it said spontaneous enlightenment or something, and I was like, why?
why
And
not?
so yeah, and it was so cool because when I looked back in the story, because it was like, oh my God, I'm not what I thought I was. I'm not the character. I'm not Jenny. None of that even happened. It was just a dream. And this, this vast aliveness, this no thing, infinite, immutable energy that's bodiless and formless, um, making love to itself through all these impersonal sensations that we're not the finite form. And it was just amazing, and it was like all revealed and so obvious. I was like, wow, what was obscuring that? What was covering this up? Why did I think I was a person? And yeah, so then there was like this 4 months of um ecstasy, because I was making love as everything, could feel I was everything, and it was just fucking beautiful. And something happened where I identified with something happening, and it's like I thought that I had lost it, which was just a thought. And then like the pretend game of hide and seek started, and that's when I found non-duality, and then a hardcore search for maybe 6 years or something, and was like had a 6 hour a day sadhana where I was meditating and I was doing all the rituals and looking for what already is,
Mm.
what already is too obvious and ordinary. And which is why I call it a love story. It's beautiful, like God worshiping itself, or you know um yeah.
I
So
didn't realize it was for that long. So it was 6 years. You went on like into seeking mode or something.
yeah, yeah, and then did all the stuff, did all the videos, the marathoning, the oh my gosh, it's just wild, and read all the Advaita books, did all the stuff. And then it was just too obvious, and it was just became more and more obvious. And so then it appeared maybe like a gradual falling away, that and it just, and then it was game over. I could see through the scam of the mind. I could see how the mind kept wanting to attach to a thought, or this can't be it, or give me a problem to solve, or give me something to worry about. And once I caught on to that, and once it was just so obvious that this is empty, this nothing's happening, this is this pure silence from which everything's appearing and disappearing, which is impersonal. There is no individual, no doer. It just became more and more obvious, and then it was game over. And then there was non-resistance, and everything allowed to be, and just made love to. And then it was feeling the ecstasy again, but it wasn't held onto or grasped, and it was allowed to come and go. And it was, it's just, it's everything. It's every sensation. It's every, whatever's being felt right now is it.
But
So,
does it still happen, the mind tricks? Does it still happen? You just don't stick to it, or it doesn't stick, or?
uh, well, not now, but it did so when it was so obvious, and it was game over, I could see through everything. Then I noticed, kind of like unplugging a fan that's still oscillating, a habitual thought came up. Well, this can't be it. And I was like, oh, you're so cute. And it was like, okay, no more, I can't fall for any scams anymore. And then every now and then one would come up to come home. And once I was, just, it's non-resistance and just feeling it without thought, just allowing it just stop. It'll stop coming up. It's just when it's what you resist persists, because it'll just keep coming until it's
Mm.
neutralized.
So it doesn't it doesn't even occur anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's interesting because now I can turn off thoughts if I want, or they can come back on or whatever, but they're not identified where they're taken to be real, or what, kind of seeing through what's
Mm-hmm.
happening. Like yeah.
So you really have an embodied sense that whatever is here is it, like this is it. Whatever.
Yeah, like sitting in a chair is the entire universe. It's that it's feeling itself. It's bodiless and formless and infinite. So like sitting in a chair is you feeling yourself as the infinite, and it's not what it appears to be. This is formless.
Do you feel like you're located inside the body or not anymore?
A little kid.
No, like
Yeah.
you're located inside the body.
No, that's the more I guess basked in the emptiness, the I mean, you can even tell right here, like, where are the words coming from? Where are they going? It didn't even happen. It's like, this is timeless. This is immediate. It's just, you can't even grasp this phenomenal content or hallucination. It's, so the more I was basking in that isness or presence or whatever the hell you want to call it, beingness, um, this just formless, without thought, which is just so obvious that everything is this, there, and it's immutable. It can't be separate. It just swallows everything. So it is non-local. It's dimensionless and timeless, and
Mm.
yeah,
And
and
and it feels like that, like all the time for you.
yeah, I can pay attention to the body. I can pay, like sensations or whatever. It's like whatever you're paying attention to, is being is projecting. So when you're not paying attention to the body, it doesn't exist. It doesn't appear to exist, and you render it when you pay attention to it. And there is no body. There is no inside of the body. There's no brain. There's none of it. There's nothing physical. It's all mental. And then you render it on the fly by paying attention to it. Like if you were to cut it open and have, you know, a belief that there's something in there, you'll find it. If you believe it's made out of cotton candy, then you'll see that.
You'll find what you're looking for.
Yeah. It's playful.
I was thinking about another thing that a lot of people say, this, like that it's singular. I think I heard you say that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can you expand on that? Uh, it's just like one thing at the not thing, but one sensation at the time, or what does it mean exactly?
Yeah, just one singular, infinite. You can't even put words to this. Like it's
No, it's hard to
non-computation.
talk about.
Yeah, it's non-computational, non-conceptual,
Mhm.
um, from which projects the mind, which, to experience itself. So as singularity, like in deep sleep, all alone, not conscious of being aware, you're all alone. You can't stand apart from yourself to experience yourself. So by imagining this illusion of form and qualities, you as the infinite noumenal can sense yourself, see yourself, experience. So it's all experiential, but it's all one immutable energy, timeless, where nothing's happening. Like, so it is deep sleep, still deep sleep. Or
I've been thinking about that nothing's happening um, aspect of it, and I just the other day I had this kind of it felt like I understood something about it, or like that it's just a thing that is without concepts,
mm-hmm.
because for something to happen you have to put it into a concept, like this is happening,
Yeah.
and if you don't do that, then nothing is happening.
Yeah. What is there without a thought?
Uh-huh.
Like without a thought, there's no distinguishing, there's no meaning, there's no labeling, there's literally nothing.
No, nothing.
And
Yeah.
so paying attention, because this is all mental, the illusory universe is the imagination. So by paying attention to the mind, you project the world. And so then whatever's paid attention to is being rendered and perceived, is being tasted by, the infinite. And so it's just one singularity, um, making love to itself. It's just,
But would you say that you can choose what you pay attention to?
I say that it's singular. So it would be like one totality appearing to function as a whole, or whatever, that's, which is an illusion. It's not really, none of this is really happening. Like it's all make believe. But there appears to be, like probability distributions and unique qualities and being projected and kind of like sensing through a, unique perspective, almost like examining itself from infinite unique perspectives. And um, so for example, there was it was choiceless that I experimented with magic for years, with manipulating energy, with editing the movie, with making things appear and disappear, and changing the weather, or making things instantly, magically. It's so there, it just was what was happening, in the dream. So it was, so there's these beautiful, just like, the illusion of characters are all speaking about the same thing in unique ways. So it just appears unique. It's, which makes it so interesting and magical. And
It's so lovely to hear everybody's different flavors when they speak about
yeah. And
it.
when you listen to it, it's like it's all saying the same thing, just using, unique flavors and perspectives. And
But when you talked about like manifestation, and or what you
mhm.
said just now, how is it now? Is it like that still, or it's different?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like when the seeking stopped, it was so funny. It went back to, what it used to play with, which is like a hobby. It's like the same as painting or making music or whatever. It's not anything special, but, um, just an entertainment. by manipulating things.
You still do it now, so to speak, or
Yeah, just for fun. Yeah, and healing the body because it's all mental sorcery. It's all imaginary. There is no body. There is nothing happened. So everything is malleable and changeable. So it's just, yeah, so just messing around with magic.
it sounds fun, but I mean, it sounds a little bit contradictory to all the other stuff you hear,
Hmm.
that there's no choice, no free will, no me to do anything,
Well,
you know?
that's the same thing. There's no me doing it. There's no,
Mhm.
yeah, it's choiceless. It's just happening.
Mm.
Just like, just like whatever hobby Andrea does, it's
What
just,
non-duality videos?
yeah, it's the same. Or washing dishes or
Mhm.
taking a shower. It's all the same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. It's just entertainment or watching movies or, and there's interest and disinterest in it too. It fluctuates. So there's sometimes I don't care, I'm not interested, and sometimes there is interest.
Mhm. Do you like listen to other speakers, or you still go to some meetings with Michael and Lila and
Yay! Yeah, we do meetings. Yeah,
yeah.
it's so fun.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so fun to talk about this. It's so in love and a celebration. Everything's a celebration.
Yeah, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about the magic is in the story of Jenny that didn't happen. The childhood, the mom was a healer who I'd watch miraculous healings happen where people would come with like brain tumors or the doctor said they were about to die and she'd lay hands and it would miraculously disappear like it had never happened and everyone was baffled and just couldn't believe it. So then there was watching how malleable and changeable and imaginary all of this is from young. So then there was just like opening. This is infinite. It's like an infinite playground. And then the dad was like existentialist, red being and nothingness to me when I was little, which was basically saying, this this is appearing from nothing.
So you
Yeah.
started early.
Yeah, and there was lots of being skeptical. There was lots of questioning. There was like, this can't be real. What the hell is going on here? Then when I was little, I think I was like 7 or something, um, there was, I noticed that when I firmly was convicted with something or was focusing on the feeling of it or being already, it would appear. And that scared the shit out of me. It scared me. I was like, what the hell? Am I magic or am I God or what's going on here? And then I wanted to hide that or dormant. Like that was freaky. I didn't want to look at that. And so then it wasn't until many years later looking at that again or looking at everything and questioning more. But the questioning is what opened up, it was that inquiry that was, so you start uh, catching on to the scam and you can't be fooled.
You can't unsee it when you see through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's everything. There is no duality. It's literally everything.
Nothing is excluded. It's all
Yeah,
encompassing. Yeah.
all inclusive. And every way is the way, because everything is God, everything is this immutable energy.
And there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
This is already here. It's already everything. Yeah.
Yes, already done.
Hmm.
Nothing to do. Nothing to do. So then there's just playtime, it's just like timeless playtime. That's
I
how I
like
see
you
it.
say it's all for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it as just novelty. Yeah, because this is whole. This is content. You don't need anything. Nothing needs to be done. So that's probably, when that it's just so obvious, and um, it's just content, even staring at the wall, smiling. It doesn't matter, it just it doesn't matter. So then it was like, okay, I might experiment again just for fun, just to watch magic, just to play.
Fun.
Yeah. But
Maybe
where did that choice come from? It's like, where did that come from?
Mhm.
It's choiceless.
Okay, I think maybe that's enough for now, or that's a good place to round it off for now.
Yay, that was fun. Thank you,
Yeah,
friend. Mwah.
such a pleasure talking with you.
Big hugs. Yay.
Yeah. Have a
Talk
great
soon.
day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.